All right, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, no matter where you are in the world. We want to welcome you to today's Agent Accelerator. This is February the 3rd. Guys, I'm excited to be on here with you guys. We are fresh off our Miami Summit. If you guys are excited about life, if you're excited about what we have here with eEstate, can I see those hearts and hundreds really quick? That'll let me know that my audio is working, that you can hear me loud and clear, and that we got the right people on the line today. There you go. I love it. I love it. I see it coming in. You guys are absolutely amazing right here, man. I want to tell you, man, this eEstate Summit that we had this past weekend, the entire weekend was fire, right? The entire weekend was better than I could have even imagined or expected, man. The way people showed out, the way people showed up, the way people were impacted, the way lives were impacted and lives were changed, man. It was incredible, incredible, right? And I got to give some big shout outs, man. I want to give some big shout outs. Man, we had some incredible sessions with my guy, Daryl Porter, came through rocking it big time for Daryl Porter. Let's see some hearts and hundreds in there. Man, he talked about passive income versus earned income. He laid out an exact blueprint, man. And I'm telling you guys, it was amazing. We were blessed to be in the room right there, man. If you guys missed that, I'm telling you, that was worth the cost of admission alone, right? Then, man, I want to tell you guys also, we had Brandon Ivy come through, man. Oh my God. I got to tell you, Brandon Ivy came through and did his thing with crypto education. And if you guys have been seeing him on virtual, on Zoom and his things, man, you got to see him in person. That's all I got to say. Let's give it up for Brandon Ivy, man. You got to give it up, man, because he was rocking the place, doing his thing in the building, man. It was absolutely phenomenal, right? And then I want to give a big shout out to my guy, Rashid Hill, man. Coach Rashid came through with the leadership talk, which was amazing as well. I'm telling you guys, we had so many things. We had Von Morrow come through with his talk as well, man. We just had so many things. And I think what we had also that really impacted us, man, and was a big move for us. You guys know this, man. We had the co-founder of the company, right? Look, we had the co-founder of the company, Mike Hamilton, come through and show up and show his face and show out and deliver a talk for us about the future of eEstate, what we've already established, what has already went on. Man, give it up for the co-founder being in the building, doing more than we even expected. Man, he stayed around for photo opportunities for the people that were in the building. They got a chance to take a picture with the co-founder, man, which was absolutely amazing, man. We had so many things. We gave out awards, guys, for people who had achieved Agent of the Month status in 2025. We had awards that go out, man, that went out, which is amazing. The people that were there in attendance got their awards. We got some people that we're going to be mailing some awards to. They also not only got the awards, the trophies, right? I don't know if y'all saw who saw the trophies that we gave away for the Agent of the Month people that were in the building. Those trophies, those were some of the best trophies. Heavyweight trophies, not lightweight, right? Heavyweight trophies that were there, man. These were absolutely phenomenal. The company does everything first class, I'm telling you, right? So we had the trophies that we awarded people with also, which was amazing, right? But what else did we have, guys? We also, not only did they get trophies, they got gifts, right? So we got gifts that we were giving away there for those people, Agent of the Month as well. We gave away a MacBook. How many conferences you been? They giving away MacBooks. We gave away a MacBook. We gave away laptops. We gave away iPads. We gave away what? Samsung Galaxies and Ledger wallets and all of the different things. We had property giveaways for the regular audience, guys. The audience got property giveaways. And everybody who had a giveaway, don't worry, we're getting that all taken care of for you guys now. Thank you guys for emailing me that one that we're in the building and submitting that, what you won and everything, so we can get that all squared away for you. We're definitely working on that, man. That was absolutely phenomenal. Pre-event, we had a golf outing, man, which was incredible at Top Golf there in Miami Gardens, man. We got to hit some golf balls and things there. That was absolutely phenomenal as well, to gather with everybody and just, fellowship and have a good time, man. Can I tell you guys, a lot of times in this space, especially in the online space, the crypto space, a lot of it's virtual. We just only meet on Zoom, and which we love this. But how many of you guys know it's good to get together in person, right? It's good to get together and really feel everybody's energy together. And I'm telling you, that was what was amazing. A lot of people that we have been seeing for a long time virtually, but we had never met in person. We got to see in person and put our arms around them, love on them, and all of that good stuff, man. And that was incredible. And it was amazing, man. And then for the leadership, right? For the leaders, we actually got a chance to have a yacht mastermind, man. Oh my God, a yacht mastermind for the top leaders, man, which was incredible. Can I tell you guys, everybody in attendance was just blown away by the yacht mastermind, man. It was incredible. Can I tell you guys, man, we just brag on how we do it over here with E-Estate. We had a 120-foot yacht, a 120-foot yacht, right? That we had. Look, we didn't spare any expense. We brought on a top level chef, right? That came in and prepared food for us on the yacht. We had a private chef on the yacht, man. We had a private chef that prepared Jamaican cuisine. I'm gonna tell y'all about it, so to make sure y'all don't miss the next one. All right. It makes now I don't know what the qualifications is going to be on the next one because we growing so fast, but we going to have leadership. The next one is going to be next level, right? And I don't want y'all to miss the next one, right? I want y'all to grow I want to grow so big that we have to go out and get the 200-foot yacht that can fit 200 a 200-foot plus yacht. How many y'all how many y'all gonna make sure you're at the next one? Let me see the hearts and hundreds. Who's gonna make sure you're at the next one, right? And I want y'all to make sure that we have to get a 200-foot plus yacht that can fit like 200 people, right? We want to take this thing to the next level, right? We saw one. My guy, I'm gonna give a shout out to my guy Lambo Drew. I don't even know if he's on the call today. My guy Lambo Drew connected us. He showed us a yacht this weekend that could fit 200 people. And we could do that next time, guys. He showed us a yacht this weekend that can fit 200 people. So I want to say next one, make us get the yacht that can fit 200 people. We got to get everybody on the boat, right? And so, man, we had the private chef came in and did Jamaican cuisine. Man, let me tell y'all about it because I gotta make sure that y'all are ready for the next time. We had braised oxtail. Man, we had braised oxtails. We had curry goat. We had jerk chicken. We had corn. We had rice and beans. We had cabbage. We had Jamaican festival. Man, we had so many. Oh, we had a spinach dip that was probably the best spinach dip that I've ever had. Like, everything that I tasted was gourmet. Everything that I tasted was top level. I said, this was incredible. But look, guys, let me tell y'all something. All the people in attendance at the event that was at the summit, if y'all were at the summit and you know that the food at the summit was good too, if y'all can testify to that, let me see the hearts and hundreds. Everybody that was at the summit that got the food at the summit, man, we made sure we didn't spare any expense on that too. We said, bring out the best food. Bring out the best food for the best people in the world with E-Estate, right? We brought out the best food, man. We had some everything there for people to participate in, man. It was just absolutely incredible what we gave people, and that was phenomenal, man. And we just did it top level. Everybody had a chance to get their E-Estate Miami Summit t-shirts, swag, notebooks, everything to take away from the event. We did it next level, guys. We put on a global summit that was next level, and I'm so glad about it, man, because you know what it lets me know? The next one. I already told everybody I'm talking to right now, the next one is 10x. The next one is 10x. How many of y'all think we could do an event with 1,000 people next time? If you believe we could do an event with 1,000 people in the next time. Let me see those hearts and hundreds. We're going to have 1,000 people in the room next time. We 10xing what we're doing the next time, guys. That's the momentum. That's what we have right now. I'm going to tell you, people who thought we weren't solid. Oh, man. The people who've been doubting us. Oh, man. We put some doubts to rest. Can I tell y'all? We put some doubts to rest this weekend. We put some doubt. Not only can I be real with y'all? Not only did we put some doubts to rest this weekend, we put some doubts to shame. Woo! Can I tell y'all that? We put some doubts to shame. Some people who had been doubting us, some people who have been saying it wasn't real, some people who were saying that it couldn't be done, to people who have been saying, we put the doubters to shame. Ooh, man, y'all can tell I'm excited, right? Y'all can tell I'm excited. I've been rolling since I've been back, man. I haven't even settled. Like I haven't, my stuff isn't unpacked. I haven't even settled or anything. I just been running the whole time. But I got some stuff for y'all today, and we're gonna share a little bit about, like what we did at the mastermind and some of the things that we talked on at the summit and the mastermind and all that type of stuff. So we are gonna try we're gonna try to give you as much as we can on that. And I didn't get a chance to do any slides or anything like that, but I'm gonna talk straight from the heart. Is it all right that I talk straight from the heart with you guys today? Can I talk straight from the heart? Look, I'm full enough to talk straight from the heart. I promise you. If that's okay, let me see the hearts and hundreds. I'm gonna talk straight from the heart for you guys today, man. This is gonna be powerful. So man, like Miami Summit, man. Next level. Oh, let me talk about it because this was the biggest thing, right? And y'all may have seen it if you're friends with me on Facebook or Instagram, right? Can I tell y'all, man, not only were we a blessing to everybody in E-Estate, right? We were a blessing to Miami as a whole because we were able to come through and bless the community in Miami. Like, I don't know if you guys noticed this, and I think this is no coincidence. I don't believe in coincidences, right? But this was divine appointment that we were actually in Miami, right? And we were disrupting things in Miami, and we actually disrupted the weather in Miami. During this weekend that we did the Miami Summit, that it was historic lows as far as the temperatures in Miami, right? And so I remember, right? I remember this vividly. We were riding, my wife and my best friend Roger, we were riding along, and we saw somebody, right, that was on the side of the road, and they were just trying to shield themselves from the effects of the weather, the wind, and the cold air, right? And what was so phenomenal is that we got to be able to serve in a mighty way. We got to be able to serve the community and feed the community, man, and feed the community, man. Not only did we partake in that, in that wonderful feast that we had, we were able to allow the community and feed the community so that they could partake in that. We didn't give them we gave them oxtails. We gave them the jerk chicken. We gave them the curry goat, the macaroni and cheese, the corn on the cob, all of the great things. The same meal that we had, they got, man. We fed the community because we were there in Miami that weekend, man. Let's give a shout out for E-Estate, man, for not only making an impact in our space, but making an impact on the communities that we are in and the communities that we visit, man. We gave them some good stuff and they were so appreciative, man. And it just did my heart good, man, to know that we were making that impact, man. I'm telling you right here what it's all about. It's about the people. It's about the impact that we can have, man. It's not just about the income. We love the income, right? But it's about the impact, guys, that we can have by just being in the city. Imagine, just because we were in the city, somebody else was better off. Because we showed up and we touched down in the city that weekend, somebody else ate good food, man. I don't know, man. That just touches my heart right there. To just know that because we were on mission, we were doing what we were called to do and what we were purposed to do, and we stayed focused and we were on our mission, that somebody else was blessed, man. And so that was one of the biggest things for me, man, just to have that and that was absolutely incredible, man. So big shout out to everybody who participated. Big shout out to everybody who showed up and was in the room, man. It was an incredible event. It was one of the best events that I had ever been able to host, and it was just phenomenal. So it was good, man. But so we're going to get into some stuff today, man. Of course, you know the Agent Accelerator is where we're going to give you the mindset. We're going to give you the skill set. We're also going to give you the toolkit that you need to create the success that you desire in your estate business, but not only that, in your life, man. So hopefully you guys are locked in with us and ready to go to the next level, right? Ready to go to the next level. I don't know if you guys have saw this. I want to make this big announcement. You know that the company has already blessed us with the February property bonus. If you have seen that, let's see the hearts and hundreds once again. Look, I want to tell you guys, man, next time I'm gonna have some hearts and hundred signs for y'all to hold up at the Miami summit. At the next summit that we do. Guys, I want you to know we're planning the next summit, and we're going to be reaching out to you guys, right? We're going to be reaching out to you guys to see. We've been thinking about Dubai. That's been one of our main focuses. How many of you guys think Dubai will be a move for the next summit? How many of y'all think Dubai would be the move for the next summit? How many y'all think that would be the move? Let's go to Dubai and take over Dubai, right? Let's go to Dubai and take over Dubai for the next summit, right? But we're gonna throw out some other locations. I got a big vote for Dubai, but hey, we may choose another location. We'll see. We'll see what that's gonna be. But let me pull up this property bonus. I told you I hadn't had a chance to really set up things, right? So any slides or anything like that. So I'm gonna just go straight here and pull up these property bonuses so we could go talk through those so everybody understands our property bonuses for February. So here it is right now. Here are our February property bonuses right here, guys. And I want you guys to know, man, these are phenomenal. February is about smart positioning and long-term value. This is what the company is saying, right? These are going to be until February 28th. eState introduces the February property bonus, a limited opportunity to strengthen your portfolio with real tokenized assets while receiving additional bonuses on select properties. During this period, buyers receive extra bonuses for purchasing tokenized real estate, increasing overall returns on income generation. Generating assets, increasing the initial investment amount. So here's what we have here, guys. Let's talk about this. February property bonuses. The house that we have, the oceanfront house in Arch Cape, Oregon, right? Since I don't have the chat open because we got the crazy people who jump in the chat, so we're not gonna open the chat right now, right? But I want to tell you, Arch Cape, Oregon. That's the house that starts at what? If you can't put it in the chat, but think too in your mind. That starts at $480. Guys, everybody has an opportunity to participate in this bonus. House, $480. You're going to get 500 ETK. Let's give it up for eState for an incredible bonus start point. That's where we're going to start at. The house, $480 is going to qualify you for a 500 ETK bonus. Now, with ETK, just in case somebody's brand new, that means with 500 ETK, you get to spin our money wheel 5 times because 100 ETK gives you the opportunity to spin the money wheel. So you'll be able to spin the money wheel 5 times. All right. So I want you all to get that. So that's the first thing, right? So the house in Arch Cape is going to qualify you for that. Here's the next one. Our newest property, the Desert Villa. Guys, this one is going to give you a bonus of 1,000 ETK. 1,000 ETK. Now check this out, guys. Y'all know the starting point? The starting point for the Desert Villa is $1,000 or 100 EST. All right. So that means you're going to get 1,000 ETK, which is going to give you 10 opportunities. Now, every time you spin our money wheel, it gives you the opportunity for a chance to win up to $1,000 every spin. So with this, you're going to get 1,000 ETK, which allows you to spin that money wheel 10 times for that chance. Right? Okay. Now we're about to get into the property bonuses. Yes, we're getting into the property bonuses. Here we go. Now, with this one, if you do the Los Angeles land plot, The Los Angeles land plot. Guys, when you purchase a share of the Los Angeles land plot, and the starting price for that one is 51,000. I can't remember the exact. I'm gonna log into the back office so I can get you, but it's a little over 51,000, right? But how many of you all know that this one pays over $8,000 a month? I believe it is. Hold on now. Look, I want y'all to think about this. A little over 50,000. Woo! 51,000, and it pays over $8,000 a month. I mean, we're not playing. Hold on. So when you do this one and you do the Los Angeles land plot, you're going to also get the Los Angeles villa. You're going to get a share of the Los Angeles villa at $3,120 or 312 EST. So that means you get an additional $400 per month on average of passive income from that tokenized real estate asset. 2 properties for the price of 1. Now, these offers are valid until February 28th. February 28th. February is not about waiting. It's about placing capital where real value compounds. Position yourself early and move forward with a stronger, more resilient real estate portfolio. Guys, how many of y'all excited about those bonuses, those property bonuses from February? We got a little bit of something for everybody here. This is incredible, right? I'm telling you guys, this is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. All right, so we got the property bonuses. I'm trying to get signed in here. So I'm going to get signed in so we could take a look at some things, man. But look, I'm excited about Oh man, look, let's talk about this because we got so many things to talk about right here. But I'm excited about that desert villa, right? I'm excited about our newest property, the desert villa. How many of y'all excited about that as well? Let me see the hearts and hundreds. If you're excited about the desert villa as well, man, can I tell you why I'm excited? I'm gonna just give y'all a little bit of insight on my thought process when it comes to the desert villa. I think it's perfectly positioned as far as price point. I'm gonna tell you what I mean. It's perfectly positioned as far as price point. Here's what I mean, guys. Think about all of our properties. I want y'all to think about our properties here. I'm gonna share my screen really quick because I want y'all to see this. Lynn, I made you co-host as well, so just so you are aware. Just so you are aware. There. Thank you so much for being willing to participate and co-host for us. You always do an incredible job. All right, so let's go into the back office. So look, guys, look at our property portfolio. We got an incredible property portfolio, right? So here are our tokenized real estate assets here. We have the first one, which is the apartments in Miami. This is I call our gateway property. How many of y'all know this is a gateway property? How many of y'all like that name right there? The gateway property, right? This is the gateway property. What do I say about this? Y'all know my term for this, right? This is going to get you started. Right? Look, it may not get you rich, but it will definitely get you started. Right? So this is the gateway property. A lot of people come in and they start with this one to get their feet wet, to see if this company's going to do what they say they're going to do, to see how our properties work and everything. And this is what we use this for, right? This is it. This is what we use. I use this one to do demonstrations. I use this one, for our giveaway purposes. All of this stuff. This is a gateway property for us here. Gateway. Right? So starts at $10. But guess what, guys? This property takes us all the way up. Now, you can put as much as you want to in this property. But logically, when we look at this, this will take us up to what? This is going to take us up to the next property that's available because you guys know we sold out the Seattle, Washington just recently. Man, big shout out for us having a platform that actually works where we're selling out properties. See, when people ask me, does it really work? Is y'all platform really legit? Are you really doing the thing? Yes, we sell out properties over here. While other companies have failed to totally tokenize other properties, we sell out properties over here, all right? So this takes us all the way up to the lake house now. So Miami will take us up to 250. Because this tokenized property right here $250 is where it starts at. You can have a piece of this lake house, which is absolutely amazing. This is a good price point too. Most people could get involved in this. Most people they understand how they can get involved in this. They can come up with 250. How many people, if you believe they put their mind to it, that they can come up with $250? How many of y'all think that? Right? Let me see the hearts and hundreds. Who thinks that? Most people, they put their mind to it. They can come up with 250. This is not very hard. What we got to do is just get people's mindset conditioned. Oh man, let me tell y'all, we talked a lot about mindset, and I'm gonna tell you why we talk about mindset. Mindset is a major shift that we need to make. We need to help people make. That's why we talk and educate on mindset so much because there's so many people that are quick and easy to spend $250, but can I tell y'all, man, it'll be so quick and easy for them to spend $250 for something that's not going to ever bless their life again. They can spend $250 easy. And you guys know my terminology when I said everything you spend, what? Comes to an end. Yes or yes, right? Let me see the hearts and hundreds. Yes or yes. Everything you spend comes to an end, but people will quickly go spend $250 on something else. They'll go spend $250 on a night at a hotel. They'll go spend $250 on a great dinner with their significant other. They'll go spend $250 on some shoes. They'll go spend $250 on their hair. They'll spend $250 on some makeup, a cologne, a purse, all these different things. But what you spend comes to an end. But I want to tell you, if I'm going to spend $250 now, I want to be acquiring assets. And I need some income producing assets. And then why not step into some income producing assets in the real estate space that's going to pay me a lifetime passive income. The lake house. The lake house. Absolutely amazing. All right. Now, what do we have? We have the next one, which is the house. The oceanfront house in Arch Cape, Oregon. Keep an eye on this one, guys. Keep an eye on this one. Guys, can I share something with you all? Keep an eye on this one. A lot of people overlook this one. But I'm going to share something with you because it's the Agent Accelerator, right? When you're talking to people, I'm gonna do a quick comparison over here. You can have people who come in with this one, right? And if they were going to do $500 here, right? And I put that in the little calculator here, right? If I did $500 here, I want you guys to see this. So think about this, $500 here is what? A passive cash flow of about $58.80 per month, right? I want to go back to the lake house. I want to show y'all something. You see how there's an increase of income right here from this one to that one? Guys, here's what I want you guys to understand here. This property right here, it's only 174,000 tokens issued for this. We've already sold 144,060 tokens. This is limited supply. Hold on. Let me show y'all. We go to the desert villa. Can I show y'all something? Right? I'm gonna show y'all something that I probably shouldn't show y'all, but I'm gonna show it to you anyway. I'm gonna show y'all why y'all need to be paying attention to this property, right? What's this? It's only 144,060 tokens left for this one. $1,000 in this property is what? $117 in a month. Total profit $2,116.80 in 18 months. We go to the desert villa. It's 109. Still good, but which one pays more? The Arch Cape property, right? So, guys, don't overlook this one right here, the lake house. But guess what, right? We got the desert villa who comes in right at the $1,000 price point. This is powerful because this is a price point right before we get to the Los Angeles villa. But guess what's going to come in between there? I'm trying to give y'all this, right? Guess what's going to come in between there? We have another villa that's from Los Angeles that's going to come in between there. It's going to be around 25,000. I mean, 2,500. We have something at every price point for people to get started, guys. 3120 for the Los Angeles villa, right? Our Bali villa has sold out. All right. But we have our commercial property. Keep your eye on this one. We're growing, guys. We're growing. We're growing like by leaps and bounds. Now the company's going to continue to add new properties that we can participate in. And every time we get new properties, this is amazing, right? Now, here, let me, because I've been getting a lot of questions about this, and this is a phenomenal problem to have. This is an incredible problem to have. Here's a question I've been getting a lot, guys. Here's a question that's incredible. There's a lot of people that now are being exposed to our buyer levels. How many of y'all know we have buyer levels? Right? Hearts and hundreds, if you know we got buyer levels. Everybody starts at buyer level 1. I've been getting a ton of questions about by people who love what we got, but they're saying, how can I skip to buyer level 5? Oh, anybody had people with those types of questions? They're like, hey, this is good, this is wonderful, but I want to go, I want to put in 100. I don't want to play around with the other ones. I want to get to 100. I want to get to 255,000. I want to get to those. I've been getting a lot of those questions. But let me tell y'all something. Let me share something with you. You know what's great to know? That every property that we have is going to beat what they could do in traditional finance. Every property that we have. So even though they want to get to buyer level 5, they want to go to the different levels. That's fine. I get it. I understand. We have to understand. Sometimes you just gotta go back, slow it down, and explain to them how profitable our properties are. Now, check this out, guys. I want to show you this. Even if somebody said they wanted to put 50K over here, if they put it on buyer level 1, if they put 50K over here, they're earning on average around $7,455 a month and $134,000 in profit in 18 months. How many of y'all know that's almost, how many of, besides our platform, that's almost unbeatable? Let me see the hearts and hundreds for that. Like, that's incredible. Almost $7,500 per month. So when you talk to people and they're like, man, 50K, I want to jump up to the land plots, that's fine. Here's what you could talk to them about, though, guys. Check this out. Let's talk to them about something. Let's go ahead and do 50. If you do 50K over here, you're going to earn on average around $7,455 a month, which means that you're going to break even in 6 months. Now, what break even means is that you're going to earn your 50K back in on average around 6 months. Hold on, what does that mean? Right? What is the land plot? The land plot is $51,310. So a little over 6 months, you will earn this $51,310. You can actually start with the commercial property. In 6 months, you'll earn enough to break even, and then you could take that and purchase the land plot. A little over 6 months, you purchase the land plot. Now you got 2 properties. Woo, can I tell you about strategy? So now you got 8,727 plus 7,455 on average. So now you got 2 properties that's paying you that amount. Hold on. Let's do it. Let me pull out the calculator, guys. So let's just say $8,727 plus $7,455 per month. That means you're at $16,182 per month because you gave them a strategy to put the $50,000 in the commercial property first, then let that make enough money that you can take that money and purchase the land plot, and now you're at $16,182 a month. How many of y'all like that strategy? That's incredible, guys. That's incredible. Let's talk to people about what we have. They're going to be earning $16,000 a month. They've already, once they purchase the land plot, they're going to open up their buyer level, right? They're going to open up their buyer level. So when they open up their buyer level, what about when they're able to go in and purchase? Let me go back. Let me go back. Let me got to get ahead of myself. What about when they're able to go back and purchase this? How long is it going to take them to make $16,820 a month? Right? So let's just say, I'm gonna just say, let's say a year of that. Should I say a year? Mm, we'll say a year, right? No, let me do 8 months. It'll be actually less than that. But let's say 8 months later, in 8 months at $16,182, 8 months of that is $129 and $129,456. That's in 8 months what they're going to be able to make. In 8 months, they could come back and purchase this and still put 30K in their pockets. Hold on. They could come back and purchase the Dubai development and still put 30K in their pocket in just 8 months. The Dubai development property pays $716.23 per month on average. We still got the other properties going. So what is your income up to? 16,182 plus 17,716 is how much? I ain't even mean to get into all this deep, but how much? $33,898 per month. Hold on. Let me ask somebody. The other money was good, but if you think this is life-changing income right here, where you're making $33,898 per month. And hold on, guys. I want y'all to ask, I want y'all to answer a question for me. How many of y'all know how much did they come out of pocket with? How much did they come out of pocket with? Ooh, think about it. How much did they come out of pocket with up front? Up front, they came out of pocket with 50K. They came out of pocket with 50K. And all we had them to do is first, they did 6 months. Next, they did 8 months. So we're talking about in a total of 14 months. We haven't even completed a whole 18-month cycle. So in a matter of 14 months, we got them up to $33,000 a month. 33, almost $34,000 a month. How many of y'all think that person will be very happy with you? That person is going to be ecstatic. You might even get invited to their wedding. You might get invited to every function they have. You might get a little thank you card at Christmas. Guys, this is what we can I tell do y'all get why I say don't look at this as a $10 opportunity? Please. Mm, mm. $10 is where you can get introduced, but $10 doesn't represent what you can produce. Do y'all get it? $10 is where you get introduced, but $10 does not represent what our properties produce. You got to understand, you got to be shooting for people in your look. Don't forget, we have these properties. We got a $255,700 property. It pays somebody over $48,000 a month. I want y'all to get this because this is going to help somebody here, right? This is definitely going to help somebody. Here's what I want y'all to get this. Here's why a lot of people this is what makes a lot of people struggle with this, right? And I want y'all to get me and I want y'all to hear my heart. Most people struggle with building and doing this because their mind and the heart is in the wrong place. We got to shift from what's in it for me. We got to shift from thinking just about what we get from this. Your heart and your intention has to be what you're getting to somebody else. Right? That's a major shift, guys. I want to go and find out what somebody else needs. And I want my whole heart is I'm trying to get something to you. I'm trying to get this to you. It's not about what I could get from this. I'm never thinking, right? It's never my thinking, oh, I want you to do this just so I can make some money. I take that out of it totally. I'm gonna make money regardless. I'm gonna make, hold on. If y'all were at the summit, let me give y'all a little bit of what was at the summit. Y'all can't hear me right now, and we can't do it together. But I want us to do it together. Y'all hear it? Look, regardless, here's how we operate. This is our mantra. All right. I make money fast. I manage money well. And I multiply money exponentially. If you believe that and you receive that, let me see the hearts and hundreds. Remember, I got that before I do anything else. That's already my mindset. That's already my mantra. I got up in the morning. I make money fast, I manage money well, and I multiply money exponentially. This is what I do. This is just what I do. This is me. This is indicative of me, right? Here's the other one. I'm giving y'all what I gave them at the summit, right? Making money is easy. Making money is fun. And I love making a lot of it. Woo! Hold on. Take it back. Take him back. Let's do it. I enjoy that. Making money is easy. Making money is fun. And I enjoy making a lot of it. Now, there's some people mindsets that can't get wrapped around that. They don't get it. They don't understand it. Right? Here's the problem with a lot of people. When you start talking about that, they get all philosophical on you. I get some people, they can't wrap their mind. This seems to be too much. This seems to be materialistic. Anybody ever told you that? Let me see the hearts and hundreds. Let me tell anybody ever told you, oh, this is too materialistic? Is that what all y'all think about is money? Hold on, wait a minute. This is it. Because a lot of those same people go begging for money all the time. Woo! Look, I might hurt somebody's feeling. But here's one of the things I say. I'd rather hurt your feelings than to hurt your future. And I need you to change your mindset if you're thinking like that, right? Because here's what I want to tell you. We don't put limits on anything else that we're doing. There's no limits on anything else that we're doing. So I want y'all to take the limits off when it comes to income, when it comes to money, right? There's nothing wrong with that. Here, we're going to take the limits off of it. What do we mean by we're going to take the limits off of it? We don't go out and say, look, when it comes to your health, when you ask somebody how much money you want to make, how much money you want to be making, here's my response: as much as I can possibly handle. How much money you want to make? As much money as I can. Somebody say, "Oh, what's wrong?" Well, look, if I asked you how healthy do you want to be, would you say I only want a certain amount of health? I mean, I just want to be healthy enough to get by. Nobody says that. So why are we saying it when it comes to money? See, we got our minds messed up when it comes to money. All right. So here's what I want to tell you. The money game is already solved. We already know we're going to make a lot of money, right? We're going to do that. So I don't have, look, I'm going to take my eyes off the money I'm going to make, right? And I'm going to try to help somebody else. My eyes are on somebody else. When you remove your eyes off yourself and you put it on someone else, that's when you start to create real wealth. Somebody better write that in your notes. I want y'all to get it. It's a principle that will take you a long way. Look, take your eyes off yourself and put it on someone else, and that's going to help you create wealth. Can I tell you? It's even in the Bible. The Bible says, who's the greatest amongst you? The one who serves the most. I want to take my eyes off myself and serve the most amount of people. I want to help the most amount of people get what they want. Even Zig Ziglar said it, right? He said, help enough people get what they want, and you're going to automatically get what you want. It helps when you are attracting people. You know why it helps when you're attracting people? Because when they see you, they're not saying, oh my God, this is another, what is he trying to get from me now? When they see you pop up on their timeline, when they see you pop up on Facebook, when they see you pop up, you want them to say, what is he trying to get to me? When you pop up in their messenger, they're not saying, oh my God, what does he want now? What does she want now? When I pop up in their message, I want somebody to know, oh, that's Anthony. He must be trying to get something to me. Let me look at his message real quick and fast, right? I want to see what he did. I put his messages on priority when it pops up in my inbox because he must be trying to get something to me. Woo! I want y'all to know that. You gotta shift your mindset. It's never about what I'm trying to get from you. It's all about what I'm trying to get to you. And I want you to know that. I want people to know that that's my heart, right? Powerful, powerful stuff right there. Man, I'm excited about this. Look, I wanna go into some tactical things. But look, can I tell you, can I break down something right? Let me tell y'all. Can I get up? If it's okay if I give y'all the 4 levels of learning or the 4 levels of teaching, right? Is that all right if I give y'all that? Let me see the hearts and hundreds. Y'all all right if I give y'all that? I think this will be good for the leaders, and I believe all of y'all have the capacity to lead, even if you're just leading yourself, right? Even if you're just leading yourself. Here's what I want to tell you: 4 levels, 4 levels of learning or 4 levels of teaching. Can I tell you the lowest level? Y'all know I think one time I did the 4 levels of income creation. As a matter of fact, I did that at the summit. I did that at the summit. I gave you the 4 levels of income creation. Now I'm going to give you the 4 levels, the 4 levels of teaching or the 4 levels of learning. Oh man. If I was to break it down and every number means something. 4 is the number of the earth. There's a lot of principles that fall in fours, right? That's why the 4 is the number of earth. That's why there's 4 seasons. Am I giving y'all something? Okay, I ain't gonna go that deep. I'm not gonna go that deep with you, right? So let's go. There's 4 elements, right? How many of y'all know it's 4 elements? If y'all know I'm telling the truth, hearts and hundreds. 4 seasons, 4 elements, the number of the earth, right? So I'm trying to give y'all, I ain't gonna go that deep for it. I'm not gonna go that deep on it, but we're gonna talk about the 4s, right? So when you have, when you start talking, all right, let me just go to it. I get too excited. So here's the lowest level, but it's still important, right? Because you got to have some in it. But the lowest level of teaching or learning is tactics. It's tactical. What? That's why you see you have a lot of amateur teachers that just try to teach you what to do. That's all they do is they teach you what to do. Why? Because they think if you learn what to do, that you'll do it. So a lot of people, and I can tell when a teacher is an amateur teacher, they're coming up, they may get there, but they're not there yet, and they're teaching. Or I can tell when somebody's an amateur learner because all they want to do is get what to do. Woo! I'm teaching good right now. They give you the what to do. Right? And so yeah, that's why you have people doing that. But how many people know this is why this is the lowest level of learning? Because how many people know what to do, but sometimes people just don't do it. And if you one of those people, you know what to do, but you just don't do it. Let me see the hearts and hundreds, right? How many people, if you don't want to say it about yourself, you can say you know some people like that. Just put some hearts and hundreds. There's some people who know what to do, but they still don't do it. Woo. There's a lot of people who can tell you exactly how to lose weight. They know what to do. Most of us do. Most of us know how to live healthy and lose weight. Decrease your carbs, increase your protein, increase your water intake, get active, exercise. It's not that complicated. We know what to do. We out there looking for some secret lotion and potion and stuff because we don't want to do what we know actually works. So the lowest level of teaching is tactical. Woo. Let's talk. Let's take it up a level, right? So we're gonna take it up another level. Here's the next level of teaching, guys. The next level of teaching or learning is strategy. What does strategy mean? Let me tell you. So when we talk about strategy, right? Strategy means is when to do what you need to do, right? When to do it and why you do it. That's strategy. How many of you know when and why is important? Your intent, why you do it, your intention, and when you do it, your timing. How many of y'all know that's important too? Hearts and hundreds. Y'all know that's important, right? How about this? Okay, let me explain it. Let me explain it, right? And this is how my mentor explained it to me. So I got it, right? Let me explain it. Here's the thing. If you were baking a cake, if you were baking a cake and you put in all the dry ingredients and you put it in the oven, you just mixed all the dry ingredients up, you put it in the oven, right? And then after 30 minutes or so, you took it out and then put in all the wet ingredients. Do you have a cake? No. What you have is a mess. Hearts and hundreds if I'm telling you the truth. Who knows I'm telling the truth? What? So when you do something matters. The order in which you do something matters. So strategy is important. Why you do something, the intention behind it, and why you do something matters. See, a lot of people will get tactics and they'll see, like, this is why you get a lot of people who will see, all right, this is just what I need to do, but they don't understand the strategy behind it of why you do that. There are people who come in and they'll try to do stuff that they see you do, but they're like, hey, look, I see you did this. And they don't even talk to you, so they don't understand your strategy behind it. And they do what you did, but they don't get the result that you get because they don't understand your strategy that you did it with. They didn't understand the timing behind it. Oh my God. If I'm teaching good, y'all get I'm just on level 1 and 2. But if I'm teaching good, let me see the hearts and hundreds. I'll stop if y'all want me to. I'm just trying to get something to you. I'm just trying to get something to you. Woo. Hold on. So let's talk about this, right? So there's another level of a teacher and there's another level of a learner. When you get out of just wanting to know the what to do, and not only the strategy, the when and the why, but when you get to the level of principles. Woo. When there's principles, principles are laws that govern this world. Let me tell you, principles are so important. So there's laws that will always be in place. And when you learn the principles and the different laws, now you get to operate on that, right? I'm telling you guys, this is why it's a higher level of teaching. When you see people teach in principles. So when you have these laws that are in fact, just like the laws, remember I said this is the laws of the earth, right? What laws of the earth? We have the laws of gravity, the law of gravity. What goes up must come down. What the law, what we have, the law of momentum, right? Energy and motion will stay in motion, right? All of these things, there are laws that are in place. And when you can start teaching people the different laws and principles that are in place, and when you start to I want to learn the principle behind it that backs up the strategy, that backs up the what to do. You got to get deeper. And when you get the deeper part and you learn the principles behind it. Okay, Anthony. Okay, look, I get the strategy, but now what's the principle behind the strategy? Why do you do it this way? When I want to understand the principle. You got to start teaching principles, guys. It's a higher level. Here's the next thing, guys. I want to make this one live for you guys as well. The next one, right? The highest level is when you can start teaching essence. Woo. Essence. When you start teaching essence. Now, I'm not going to take y'all too spiritual. Look, I'll do another mastermind for leaders when we could go to this one. But this is when you start teaching from the character and the nature and the inclination of God. And I'll do that one later, but there's an essence. Woo. How many of y'all want me to do that one later? I'll do that one later. I'm going to touch on that one later, right? But here's what I want to tell you. You got to teach from all of them if you're a teacher. So all the leaders on here, I want you guys to get that. You got to learn to teach from all of them. It's just that you got to learn how to teach more from the essence. Why? Because the essence includes integrity. We started talking about integrity, extreme integrity. Right? And so we're going to start talking about those things. We're talking about the character, the inclination, the goodness, all of this stuff right there. We'll start talking about that. But I'm going to tell you guys that you do more of the essence teaching. You're going to do more of the principle teaching. You do more essence teaching than principle teaching. You do more principle teaching than strategy teaching. And you do more strategy teaching than tactic teaching. Why? Because the top ones are the most important. All right. Okay. I know I'm going too deep for Agent Accelerator, but I want y'all. I got to get y'all to get this right, because once y'all get this, I want y'all to be better. Why do I spend a little time? I'm gonna tell y'all about the ins and outs, right, of the platform. I'm gonna tell y'all, and we're about to pull that up, and we're gonna go over some stuff. But look, if I could get the essence to you, if I could get the principles to you, if I could get the strategy to you, right, then this man, it's gonna multiply what you were able to do with the what. It'll make you not only know what to do, it'll make you do what you're supposed to do. Woo. I wouldn't even have to convince you to do it. Right? When I tell you guys, look, how many of you all, your team, how many of y'all want to teach them so good that you don't even have to convince them to do what they need to do on a daily basis? Let me see for the leaders. Let me see hearts and hundreds. How many of y'all want your team? When you got your team, you don't even, when you get to teaching, when you get to educating, when you get to giving them this information, I ain't gotta call you, push you, prime you. I don't have to do any of that, right? Because of the fact that what I am doing, I already taught you the essence. I already gave you the principles. I already gave you the strategy. So the what do is automatic. Can I tell you that's automatic? It's automatic. Right? And when you learn this stuff, guys, it'll be ingrained in you. So even when you're educating your clients, the people who are purchasing properties, guess what? When you educate them that way, they come in and you'll be looking in your back office and you'll be like, such and such just purchased another property. What? Such and such came in with the villa and she just came in and bought another villa. Oh, he just came in and he bought a commercial property, and a couple months later, he bought another commercial property, and you didn't have to call him and tell him that you might need to do another property because you educated them in the right way. You taught them in the right way. Is this making sense to anybody? Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Let me see the hearts and hundreds. Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Right? Woo! I had to give y'all some stuff. I didn't. Y'all know with Agent Accelerator, I come to give y'all everything. I don't hold back. I don't hold back anything. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I'm gonna give you everything, right? And so it's absolutely phenomenal, guys. What we have here. I do want to go into some tactical stuff, but since I've given you guys that, I gave you that stuff. But I want you guys to look at something, right? Here's what's coming for all of our properties, right? Very soon for every one of our properties, and our company is very strategic, right? I don't know if you guys looked at this desert villa, but we got the property. How many of y'all looked at the property asset report for the desert villa here, which is a phenomenal? Man, did y'all look at this? Oh my God. Did y'all look at this? And we're getting this, man. When we have this sitting on our platform for every one of our properties, man, we could tell those haters to go kick rocks and flip flops. Right? I want to tell y'all, look, I want to tell you right now. I've been telling them that anyway. I tell them that anyway. I mean, that's just me. I know some of y'all ain't that bold, right? And some of y'all don't do what I do. I get it. But I go tell them kick rocks with flip flops anyway. You can't touch, you can't shake my tree. All right, look, this tree is on solid ground, right? All right. So y'all know y'all got to deal with some Anthony stuff, right? Y'all gonna deal with some Anthonyisms, right? All right. So, but look, this desert villa is absolutely amazing right here, and we're just gonna go through this. I mean, I can't do it the way Brandon Ivy do because he reads through these things absolutely phenomenal when he breaks them down. But I do want to go over them here. But this desert villa, right? This is amazing right here. I was just looking at it. I was like, this is powerful. This is built in 2005. The total area is 3,308 square feet. All right, and it has a it has a two-car garage in here, so that's incredible. Foundation is slab on grade, so that's powerful here as well. So we got that right here. I like to go in and look at the land, everything. So it has driveway access, flat terrain, residential surroundings, low density neighborhood, desert climate, right? It's planned community. So that's good stuff right there. Short-term rental overview here, which is nice as well. So this let me see if it'll let me. I was trying to get rid of this panel so you guys could see more of it. Oh no, that's the two-page view. Let's take that off. All right, whatever. We'll do that. All right, so well, we have here the short-term rental overview. So this is $1,250 a day. Look, check this out, guys. How many of you all want to be profiting from a property that has an average daily rate of over $1,250 a day? Right? See, here's the problem. A lot of people are like, oh, I want to go stay there. No, I want to get paid there. Right? Look, yes, I know. Like, it'll be wonderful to stay there, but I want to get paid there. I want to get paid from this. $1,250 a day. Estimated occupancy is 55 to 60% per year. Your projected annual revenues 275K to 315K per year, which is amazing, right? Amazing. So we get to go over we get all of this information in our documentation here, which it's just next level, guys. So we got this. But like I said, we get to look at the public records and documentation here from the county clerk. All of that information is available in the back office. So we have that for, I know a lot of people tell me they didn't even know we had this for the desert property, but we got this, guys, man. So big shout out to E-Estate for giving us even more tools, like I said, to tell those haters to kick rocks with flip flops. Right, so that's good stuff that we got there. Here's the other thing that I wanted to go over. Let me see if it's in here. I may have to go through it in the. Oh yeah, they updated. All right, so let's do this. Oh no, what I'm trying to see what I wanted to go over first. I'll keep that up, but let me do the buyer. All right, so I want to show you guys this, right? Because I have a lot of people that ask me, as we were talking about earlier, the buyer levels, right? So I want you guys to thoroughly understand the buyer levels here. So I'm going to blow this up so you guys can see this, right? So here are the agent buyer levels. So buyer level one is the starter buyer level. That's what everybody starts. This starts from $10, right? So if you this as long as you've spent $10, you can spend the $10 on this one. It includes the apartments, houses, villas, tourism, and commercial. Buyer level two, skilled buyer. This is where you get access to the business property. Right now, what it is the business property in LA, right? You have to, in order to get access to this level, you have to have spent at least $10,000 on the platform. So if you bought the commercial property just at $10,270, this qualifies you to move up to the skilled buyer level. This level opens up automatically when you spend 10,200. You don't have to wait on it. It opens up automatically immediately when you do that. Now, once you spend $25,000 on the platform, this opens up professional buyer, right? So professional buyer has the land plots available there. So as long as you spent 25,000 there, you can actually do this. Now, the to qualify for the elite buyer level, you have to have spent 200, I mean, you have to spend $50,000, which is going to open up the development property for you to be able to participate in that one. And then the exclusive buyer, you have to have spent above $150,000. That'll get you access to be an exclusive buyer, right? So those are the buyer levels here that are available on the platform. So I want everybody to get used to those buyer levels so you can understand how people get to those levels and everything. Now, like I said, remember, all of our properties are very profitable. So all you have to do is take the role of an educator and educate your clients on how to move and maneuver from one buyer level to the next, right? So you put together a strategy to help them move from that one buyer level to the next, and I'm telling you, they'll love you for life. All you got to do is put together that strategy, help them move through it, right? And just tell them you're giving them examples of how to do this. And even on this new agent document, it has how to actually move through these buyer levels. So everybody needs to go in and start looking at these documents, right? And being able to, there you go. And being able to see this, right? So here are the buyer levels, and it even goes on to this and show you some of the buyer levels here and the strategies to move through these buyer levels, right? So you can build it. Here's the goal, guys. People should have a diversified portfolio. We want our clients to have a diversified portfolio, right? Not just one property. Even within tokenized real estate, there should be diversification. How many of y'all agree with me? Hearts and hundreds. How many of y'all agree with that? Even in tokenized real estate, they shouldn't just like, I know people come in, I just want to do the one property. No, you should have a diversified portfolio of properties. So we talk to them about how to strategize through that. All of us leaders, how many leaders on here you got a diversified portfolio? Right? One of the things I want to do is I want to own a share of every property we have on here. Right? Every one of them. I want to get all of them. I want to have something in every property that we have as I progressively move through this platform. I want to do that. So walk people through, help them understand the buyer levels, help them strategize their way through the different buyer levels there, right? So that is another good thing that I wanted to talk about here, right? So let's go over some other things that we're gonna talk about here. I think the main things I wanted to talk about on here. Oh no, here's another great thing. So when it comes to crypto, have y'all seen the companies adding new payment options? Let's give it up for the company adding the new payment options. Hearts and hundreds, right? Our e-wallet is developing. I love a company that's not being stagnant, not staying still. We got new stuff popping off all the time because our company is always going to be on the forefront. We got PYUSD, which is PayPal USD, which is going to make this a lot easier. I heard some testimonies already for people actually funding through PYUSD. PYUSD. And now they added the Coinbase, right? That's another one, right? That's another level. We're going to continue. The company's going to continue to add different payment options to make funding the account even more easy for people who want to get involved and make it even more accessible for people who want to get involved, right? And I know, we got Brandon Ivy who's going to continue to do the education on here. We're an education first platform, so we want to make sure that everybody is thoroughly educated about everything that's going on here. So that is good. So we got that right there, right? So that's powerful. Let me go and let's talk over here because this is the Agent Accelerator, but I wanted to go over those buyer things that we could talk to about. But I want you guys to understand this, right? As with e-estate, you can actually, as I say in the presentation, that you can build a career over here, right? You can literally build a career with e-estate. E-Estate is not planning themselves to be a short-term company. They're planning to be a long-term company. That's why everything that you see E-Estate doing is for long-term gain. There's long-term positioning. There's long-term stuff in here. How many of you all love that the company is focused on long-term? Hearts and hundreds. We're focused on long-term things. So you can actually build a career over here. And not only do they say you can build a career, they're like, hey, look, we want to help you and show you what the pathway it is for career growth, right? So not only do you grow through the compensation plan, yes, that's going to help. But look, here's what you're going to start out as. I'm going to help you guys with this. I'm going to help you guys understand this. When you come in, once again, guys, when it comes to the company, don't just think what you can get from the company. Think about what you can bring to the company. This is going to help you with a lot of stuff, right? I'm going to tell you guys how I've gained influence with influencers. Can I tell y'all there's a secret? There's a secret. A lot of people wonder, say, Anthony, and a lot of people don't understand it. They say, Anthony, how you do this attraction marketing thing so well? You attract, like, I believe, this is no bragging or anything. I believe that I've been able to build one of the best attraction marketing entities and systems and everything available. Attraction marketing. And you probably saying, Anthony, what do you mean? What does this mean about the career? I'm about to help you understand. Why? Because I don't reach out to anybody. I rarely ever reach out to anybody unless I'm really asked to reach out to somebody. I don't reach out to almost anybody. Everybody that I enrolled, they voluntarily enrolled with me. They came and they enrolled. They came to me. They enrolled with me. Now, am I telling you everybody can do that from the onset? No, but this is something that you can build. Let me tell you how. Here's a secret. I want y'all to write this down. Become the person that people say yes to before they even know what the offer is. Woo. Become the person that people say yes to before they even know what's going on. Oh, that's a secret, guys. I'm telling you. But look, when you become the person, hey man, they don't really even know what's going on. Hey, I don't totally understand it, but you know what? I had people, and this, like I said, I'm not trying to impress anybody. I'm not trying to brag on myself. I'm trying to get something to you guys, right? Had people come up to me at the Miami Summit. And they told me face to face. They were like, "Hey, look, I was kind of hesitant. I was on the fence till I heard you speak. Till I got onto your Zoom. Till I saw this call. Till I saw your video. I saw it, and then I was like, I'm doing it. I didn't even know if I was going to do it. But I saw your video. I saw this. I saw that, and I said I was going to do it. Here's what I want to know: are y'all ready to become that person? If you're ready to become that person, let me see the hearts and hundreds, right? And I want to take the spotlight off me. I think I still see. I saw Chelsea on here. I don't know if she's still on. I want to give her a shout out, and here's why I want to give her a shout out. Well, first of all, big shout out to Chelsea. Chelsea just hit agent level 6. Let's give some hearts and hundreds for Chelsea. Let me give some hearts and hundreds for Chelsea for hitting agent level 6. She did it in 3 months, guys. When I tell you this thing is accelerating, Chelsea is a prime example of this thing accelerating. She's at agent level 6. She did it in 3 months. Right? Here's what I want to tell. Chelsea doesn't know I'm doing this. She didn't even pay me to do this. Right? Look. I'll get my check later, Chelsea. I'm gonna get the check from you later. I'm just messing with you, right? So, so I will tell you this. But look, here's what Chelsea. This is what I know, and Chelsea doesn't even know I'm gonna tell this because she doesn't know this happened. This weekend, I'm talking to a young lady referred by Chelsea. I said, "Hey," I said, "You came in through Chelsea." She was like, "Yeah." I said, "How do you and Chelsea know each other?" She said, "I found her on TikTok." Holy smokes. I found her on TikTok. What? You don't know her? No. I enrolled, and you know what it was? It was her authenticity. It was her authenticity. So I want y'all to think about how powerful it is. This woman, not only she found Chelsea, she got started, right? She got started. She put money in a property. She purchased some tokenized real estate, right? And she flew to Miami to be at the summit because Chelsea had become the person that someone said yes to. Even she was at the question, I don't know everything, but I'm here. And guess what's also powerful? She was there with other people. She had people with her at Miami Summit. Man, y'all give it up for Chelsea, right? That is, if that's not influence, if that's not influence, I don't know what else is. What I'm telling you guys, become that person. Become that person. And it's and look, here's what I always say: success leaves clues. It's proven that what she's doing is working. It's definitely working. It's proven that how she's moving is working, right? It's who and look, here's the other thing, it's who you attract. Ooh, because look, here's what there's a lot of people, you can attract people, but you can attract the wrong people. I've been in that situation before. Anybody ever been in that situation before? You attracting people, but you attracting the wrong people. And let me see the hearts and hundreds. How many people know I attracted people, but I was attracting the wrong people? And a lot of times you attract the wrong people. Let me tell you the truth. It's because of your heart. It's because of your heart. You wanna man, I know they need this. I know they need, man, if they could just get it. If they could just get it. I know they need it. They need it the most. They need it the most. I'm telling you. Can I tell y'all the truth? Can I tell y'all the truth? The people who need it the most are usually the least receptive. Hear my heart. The people who need it the most are usually the least receptive. And if you build your business chasing the people who need it the most, it's going to slow you down. It's going to slow your growth. It's going to slow you down in the long run. And as a matter of fact, you're not doing them any favors. You think you're doing them some favors, but you're not. Let me tell you, can I flip the script on it? One of my quotes, right? And I get this from Jay-Z. One of my quotes, he said, I can't help the poor if I'm one of them, so I got rich and gave back to me. That's the win-win. I can't help the poor if I'm one of them, so I got rich and gave back to me. That's the win-win. Let me tell you what I mean. I got your message. My wife sent me a message. I got you. I got you. Look, so here's what I want. Here's what I want to tell you guys. I want you guys to get this. You and y'all can take this if you want to. You want to learn how take this with the right way, right? You build business with the greedy so you can help the needy. You build business with the greedy. That way you can help the needy. What do I mean? I'm gonna make the look. Here's what I mean. That's just lack of better words. I sell great things that sometimes cost a lot to people who got the money. I attract people who got the money to buy things that will help them. When I do that, I get paid a lot of money. Because I'm getting paid a lot of money, I can help those who I know need it. So when it comes to somebody, instead of like, hey, trying to get them, hey, look, see, I'm not trying to build. If you're trying to build your business on the backs of people who don't have it, you're gonna struggle. Is it making sense? I just want to make sure y'all. If it make, let me see the hearts and hundreds. Am I making sense? I know we got a heart for him. I know. Right? I know that we got a heart for him. I want you to keep that heart. But here's what I want to tell you. I want you to just flip it around. I gotta go out and I gotta make this happen. And you know what? The people who got the money, I'm gonna attract them. They gonna come do this thing. And when somebody comes to me, they say, "Man, that looks good, but I don't know." You know what? Let me give you $100. Let me give you $50. How many? Can I tell y'all the truth? Most of the time when I do giveaways, I'm not just doing a $10 giveaway. How many of y'all know that for a fact? If you've been a witness that I didn't just do $10 when I gave y'all money, hearts and hundreds. It's not just $10, right? I've been able to give away. Can I tell y'all? I was looking at the numbers. I was looking at my numbers. It was like, man, you know, I gave away over like $5,000. I gave away over $5,000 in like the last 7 months that I just gave away. Why? Because I'm making enough. I'm making enough to help the people in need. They need it. They want to get started. Okay, cool. I got this. I'm just okay, cool. I got that. I'm gonna send you this. Somebody, I'm telling you guys, it's a better position. Yes, are you still growing? If I build my business with people who have the money to build, and then I get paid. See, it's different. Oh man, I wish I could do this. I gave this at the summit. You could go out there. Let me tell y'all exactly how this. You can go out there and you can somebody can get started, and let's just say somebody comes in and they get started with $10, and they go refer 50 people who get started with $10 on their first level. That means that's $500 up. That's $500 overall volume. But when we talk about qualified volume, that's only $480 because you only get 80% of your first level that's counted towards your volume. So you haven't even reached 500 yet, so you don't get paid off of none of that volume. And you referred 50 people who came in with $10. You trying to do the right thing. You trying to, man, these, but I know they need it. 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 You did that with 50 people and you still ain't made no money. And guess what? They're going to duplicate what you did and they're going to be like, they refer 50 people and they still ain't made no money. Guess what's going to happen, guys? When that happens, they're going to be like, oh, this is too hard and it don't work. This money is too slow. But if you go out there and you get a different mindset, you build yourself, you start to attract people who have the money. And when they get started, they'll be like, hey, look, man, I want to, and I'm going to tell you it works. Because they'll be like, look, I think I'm going to start with that $10,270 in the commercial property. And look, here's the thing. You refer 3 people who do that, right? You at agent level 4. So you can refer 50 people who come in with $10 and you could be at agent, you haven't even reached agent level 1, you haven't made any money. You can come in and you can refer 3 people who do the $10,000 and guess what? You are already at agent level 4. Who likes option 2 better? Let me see the hearts and hundreds. If you like option 2 better, hearts and hundreds. Who likes hearts and hundreds? Right? This is what I'm telling you guys. This is the difference. And here's what backs all of that up. I got to teach y'all this, right? All right. I got my white smith. All right. So here's why I want y'all to get this. It's all belief. If you're not getting that result, if you're not attracting the people, I want you to just do this. Be accountable to yourself. Check your mindset. Check your belief. Because you probably think it's easier to get a $10 person than a $10,000 person. Woo, you probably think it's easier. Can I shift your mindset on that? It's the same effort. It's the same belief. Some people believe, oh, it's nobody out there that wants to come in with 10,000. I don't know anybody that wants to come in with 10,207. There's somebody out there that has the discretionary income, they has the money, but you keep believing that they're not out there. And what happens? That you, because you believe that, you don't get that result. And you're wondering why all you getting is the $10 people coming in. You believe it's easier. But once you get exposed, you know there's people that's gonna come in and see value to that, right? Let me give y'all this last thing. I'm gonna open it up for some Q&A, right? I'm gonna give y'all this last thing, right? And I hope this hits home for somebody. I had to give you this. I was watching an old interview with Kobe Bryant, right? I was watching an old interview with Kobe Bryant. And when I tell y'all, I want y'all to get passionate about this, right? And I want, if you don't, it's up to you. I can't convince you to do anything, right? But I was watching an old interview with Kobe Bryant, and Kobe Bryant said, it was like, man, a lot of people don't know your sacrifice and what you went through and what you went in to do this and the sacrifice and all this stuff. That's what they said, right? They said, nah, and that's what people say to me. They say, Anthony, man, I know you sacrifice, man. I know this is a lot that you give and you do all this. Can I tell y'all what Kobe Bryant said? And I was able to identify with it, right? Kobe Bryant said, it's not that for me. He said, the difference is I choose to do this. I chose this. I chose this 100%. It's not a sacrifice for me. I chose this willingly. Here's what I want to tell you guys. I choose to do this. This is a pursuit and a mission for me. I choose to do this. So let me tell you here's the difference. Here's the mindset. If you in front of a kid, right? If you have a kid and in front of them you put broccoli and then you put ice cream or cookies in front of them, right? In front of a kid. Usually the kid is going to choose what? The ice cream or the cookie. By default, most kids are going to choose the ice cream or the cookies, right? Here's the change in mindset. For me, this is the ice cream and the cookie. Ooh, can I tell you, most people see their mission, their pursuit, their activity as the broccoli that they had to sacrifice to get. No, this is my ice cream and cookie. I chose this. I willingly went this way. This is why I do this. This is why I could do presentations 5-6 days a week. This is why I could do 5 or 6 presentations a day. This is why I could get on a 2-hour session. This is why I could take 4 or 5 days out of my weekend to go to do a summit and sacrifice, get up early in the morning, stay up late at night, talk to people all the time, all that stuff because I chose this. This is my ice cream and cookies. I want this to become your ice cream and cookies. I want your activity to become your ice cream and cookies, not your broccoli that you're going to sacrifice and say, look, I got to do this because this is that. No, this is my ice cream and cookies. All right, look, I'm going to hit off that. Man, woo. I hope somebody feeling that, man. I hope somebody gets something from that. All right. I want to open it up for Chelsea. If Chelsea's still on real quick, then I'm going to open it up for some questions. Chelsea, I want you to come on really quick if you're available. I didn't even ask you if you were available. Y'all guys, you guys know I do things like that. I'm just that guy, right? I just do things like that. But Chelsea, Chelsea, if you're available, man, I just really quick.
It says it's disabled for the video, but I'm here with voice.
All right, awesome. That's amazing. So Chelsea, thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah.
But I want you to come on. You hit agent level 6. I think it's been about 3 months, if I'm correct, about 3 months. But it's one of the fastest agent level 6 that we've seen. And like I said, we had somebody there that was like they found you on TikTok. Just share with the people a little bit about what it took for you to get there and some of the things that are some of the principles that you probably could share with helping other people get there as well?
Okay. So I started small and really dove in and learned everything that I possibly could about everything. I asked every complex question you could think of. I was in support all the time. I attended a bunch of Zooms, and I knew that this could help a lot of people in the same situation that I was in. We don't have a retirement. We moved across the country. Our savings is gone. This is an opportunity to start building some of that retirement up and also replace my income. And I know that there's a lot of people out there in the same situation as me. And so I decided to make a new TikTok page. And I approached it as educational. This is something that can help. All these big guys are stepping into this place too. Like I just want to tell people about it. I just want you to know. I want you to know that this is up and coming. It's available. We're the first ones to do it. And do it before Trump's project is finished, basically. And when people would reach out to me, I would always send a voice message as much as I could if TikTok would let me, and get their email, and I would take the conversation off of TikTok. And no matter who it was, if it was somebody who's like, I'm not sure, or someone who's like, I have 50 grand I'm willing to play with, or I have $10, either, no matter what, I'm willing to get on the phone with you or get on a Zoom with you and connect with you and see what we can figure out. And so I feel like a lot of it just has to do with the fact that I will personally connect with people no matter where they're at in life or no matter what their goals are. And I'll have that conversation. And I'll tell you this, a lot of those people who came in with smaller ones, they end up going bigger once they feel confident. And so just being transparent and honest and giving people the time of day, you never know, you never know what they have going on.
Absolutely. That's incredible. So great that you're getting out there. And I love, there's a couple things I want to point out. You did it from an educational standpoint, right?
Hmm.
Education first, which is good. Educating people about what's happening. Becoming, here's a different thing, guys. Become a resource. You, Chelsea, what I hear there is that you became a resource for them.
Yeah.
That is major. I want you guys to take that away. That she became a resource for them, and that's what you want to be for other people as well. So, also, this is we won't say any names of that, but I think you recently had somebody who came to you and was like, "Hey, I may have 300,000 or so to play with, right?"
Yeah.
Did
Couple
that?
of them.
Did,
Yeah.
did a couple of them? Y'all
I
give it up
well,
for Chelsea.
One person said 50, one person said possibly up to 100, and then one was like, "Yeah, I have about 300,000 to play around with." And we've talked a few times. I think we're supposed to connect again on Thursday. I have to look at my notes, but yeah, that would be pretty crazy.
That
That
would
would
be
be pretty
awesome.
awesome.
Did you
Yeah.
did you meet them on TikTok as well? Did
Yeah.
they find you from TikTok?
Yeah, so actually, my close community, I've been on Facebook for a long time, but my TikTok's brand new, and every client, every agent that I have has came from TikTok, except for one single friend on Facebook.
That is it. Powerful, man. That is lovely. I love to hear that, Chelsea. That is good stuff. But I want to thank you so much for coming on and
Yeah,
being able
thank
to share
you.
some of your wisdom. And I'm excited about you going to agent level 7 and beyond. I know it's
Yeah.
be a short period of time before you get there.
I'm so excited. I remember coming on one of your Zooms, I think it was a week before Christmas, and I was like, I'm going to be agent level 5 halfway through the year. And you're like, I think you could do it by the end of the month. I'm like, yeah, that's a little out of reach, but I'll go for it. It only took a little bit more time. It still happened in January.
There you
So we're
go, man.
good.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
talking about. That's good stuff. Yeah, man. I'm telling you. That's why I say agent level 7. Let's do this. Agent level 7 before the end of February.
that would be
You cool with
amazing.
that? You cool with that?
I will definitely do everything I can to do it. Yeah.
Awesome. I know it's going to happen for you, man. I'm excited for you. Thank you so much for coming in to chime
Yeah.
in, okay?
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Y'all give it up for Chelsea for sharing. Let me see the hearts and hundreds for Chelsea there. That's absolutely amazing. You got to hear someone else except for me. Attraction marketing is the way to go. She decided, she made a decision. She said, I'm going to do this and I'm going to go ahead, start a new TikTok page, educate some people. Her intention was to educate people on what's happening in tokenized real estate. You need to get in position. You need to make your move. And she did that, and it's paying off for every single agent and client besides one was from her TikTok. Man, that's powerful by itself. All right, let's see if we have some questions. If you have a question, you can raise your hand. And then I'll let you unmute if you have a question. Raise your hand because I'm not opening up the chat. We got some stuff going on. All right, Chelsea, I see you raise your hand. I unmuted you again.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I'm by no means a TikTok professional, but if anybody wants to go and follow me and get inspiration or ideas from my videos, I'm working on getting better, but they're more than welcome to, take the scripts and change them up and make your own thing out of it.
That's powerful right there. And I know we've talked about also Chelsea actually doing some educational stuff that we can provide. We
Yeah.
might we may be able to have you come on the accelerator one day and just teach a little bit on TikTok. Would you be open to
Hmm.
that?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
awesome. We'll do that. We'll get that scheduled out as well.
Okay.
All right, awesome. Thank you.
Hmm.
Man, y'all get some value today. This is incredible. So we're gonna work with Chelsea to get that scheduled so we can get that value as well. Anybody else have a question? All right, we got Catherine is right here. It looks like Catherine. Oh, you put your hand down, Catherine. I thought you had your hand up. All right, anybody else has a question or anything? Oh, I must have did a pretty decent job today. We did something good. We did something good today. This is powerful. All right. So that is good stuff. Look, so I started with this. I wanted to make sure we cleared it if we had any questions, but I want to tell you guys this about this, right? We have a path here, and this is what I started on, but I got off track, right? So this is we have a path for your growth here, not only just through the compensation plan, though, right? So what we have here is where you have the pathway that you can have structured career growth. Not only so we have our 20 level career ladder, right? That you can take advantage of. But come over here and show what you are able and capable of doing, and you can become a senior agent. We've structured this more now, and senior agent now starts, that path starts at agent level 5, right? Senior agent. Right. So at agent level 5, you could become a senior agent. And with senior agent, you're going to be able to enter in a partnership agreement with the company, which includes more money. How many of y'all want more money? More money? Hearts and hundreds. A way for you to make even more money, right? More money, right? Expand your responsibility beyond roles into team and market development. All right. That's another thing. So, also, senior agent, you get to participate in strategic regional growth initiatives. I'm going to be putting together some things that's going to be for the senior agents where we're going to have, man, if y'all think y'all learned something on these agent accelerators, we're going to go next level with the senior agent path, right? With the senior agents, we're going to go deep. And I'm going to help you guys grow into whatever you want, right? I'm telling you, straight up next level. And we're bringing it. Now, it's not just me. I want you guys to think it's just me, but we got resources and everything that you're going to have access to go to even higher levels, right? So the other thing is the strategic partner status. Now, I had the privilege and the honor of being the first strategic growth partner for e-estate, right? And I take that honor and I take that as a privilege, and I do everything that I can to bring what I can to the company, right? But guess what, guys? It's not only me. You can get on that pathway to also being a strategic partner with the company. It's only available to people who have become senior agents with a long-term commitment to e-estate. Now, let me tell you the truth. This is not about, I know we're diversified. I'm diversified in my investment, but as far as my commitment, how many of y'all can tell my commitment is to e-estate? If you can tell that, let me see the hearts and hundreds. My commitment is here to e-estate. If you're going to be a strategic partner with us, you better believe that's a commitment to e-estate, right? Strategic partner status. But get to agent level 5 so you can be a senior agent, all right? Requires exclusive professional focus on the e-estate ecosystem. It's formalized through a 10-year strategic partnership agreement. So it's an agreement for 10 years. It involves participation in company wide strategic development and represents the highest tier of professional trust and responsibility. But this is a pathway that anybody can take. So I want to tell you, this is deeper than just another company and just the compensation plan. The compensation plan is powerful in itself. 20 levels, but it gets deeper than that. It gets better than that. So we're going to grow through this compensation plan, but we're also in a position to take this company to the next level and be a vital part of this company going to a multi-billion-dollar company. Imagine being at the forefront of a company that's on the way to 8 and 9 figures. That is what we have the opportunity to shape and mold the direction of this company, to participate in all that's available from this company. That's the stuff that gets me excited, guys. Man, that's the stuff that gets me excited. So, look, we're gonna continue to take this thing to the next level. Hold on, let me see. Let me do one more. We got a few minutes, so I want to do this really quick. My brother Daryl Porter, who's the speaker at the event, I want to ask Daryl. I don't know if he's in a position, but Daryl Porter, my brother, you blessed the people this weekend. I just want to see if you could come on and share some insight and a few words with the people today.
Hey, what's going on, Doc? Can you hear me, man?
I can hear you loud and clear, brother.
Oh man, look, bro. But my energy level was still high, man. I came back and my body was tired, man, but my mind was still going. Like,
That's what I'm
man,
talking about.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. But this weekend was one of the most powerful weekends I've ever had, man, in business. Because it's different when everybody in the room has the same goal. And we all had the same goal. And my things, and man, Chelsea just had me over here smiling from ear to ear, man, because that's what I teach education. She came and jumped right on it. And it's people care more about you and you don't make it about never sell company because people don't buy companies, they buy you. And that's what I was trying to teach Saturday. At the end of the day, it's about people buying you, not the company. So you look at it from that standpoint and you think about the people than yourself, man. People can feel when you genuine. When you genuine, people can feel that. And when people know that you're not looking at them I hate being sold. Don't sell me. No, don't sell me. Educate me and let me know what the problem is. And then come behind it with a solution. Because there are many problems out there, man. I think the biggest thing a lot of things people do, you highlight the most, you never get a solution. And you're right, Anthony, man, there's plenty of people out here with 10, 15, 20,000. I mean, I just talked to a brother when I came back. He seen me on, somebody had posted some information online. He said, man, I need to get with you, man. I got about 20 grand I need to invest right now. So there are people out there and they're looking. But if all you're doing is talking about how much money you making and posting how much money you done made, that's not the way to go, guys. And I don't, people gonna be hard, but it's better when you can educate somebody. It's better when you can educate somebody that, man, these dollars that you spend, all you doing is going to and buying Gucci bags and you spending, $900 on hotel rooms. All you're doing is you're just spreading that around. No, we don't want to spread that around. We want to create wealth. But if that's all you know, that's all you've learned, and nobody's taught you how to do anything different, then you can continue to get those same results. Man, man, I was overly excited, man. I was taking notes. I got a whole book full of notes, man. From the event, man. The brothers that were on this platform was dropping knowledge everywhere, and I was there soaking it in, man. And we say it all the time in this industry, and I'm gonna shut up. Note takers are money makers, man. If you look at anywhere you go, and I'm telling everybody, anywhere you go, when you're inside of an event, man, bring you a notepad. And you had no excuse at this event because you had a notepad in your bag. All you had to do was take notes. So hopefully everybody took some good notes this weekend, man. I'm looking forward to the next one. I'm gonna continue to bring it. Man, I got so much, man, that I want to share through this platform, man. I'm overly excited about it, man. But I appreciate you, bro, man. You and Charlita did an amazing job, man. Look, I'm gonna tell people to put hearts and hundreds in there for Anthony and Charlita because y'all did an amazing job, man. Well put together, well structured. The food was good. The vibe was good. I mean, it was amazing. It was amazing, bro. And I appreciate you allowing me to share the platform with you.
Hey, brother, I appreciate you, man. Thanks for chiming in. Thank you for that, man. This is definitely something that is a passion of mine, and I could feel the my kids say you twinning, right? So I would say I feel the same energy, brother, that you bring. It always, it ignites my fire. And it's just so amazing to see what's happening for you, what's happening for your team, and the impact that you're having, man. I'm just, like I said, I'm here and I'm excited to be running this race with you. And so that's absolutely amazing, brother. So I appreciate you more than you even know. So that's an incredible thing. I'm glad that we were in that room together with all the other incredible people. That is amazing. And I would bring up Coach Rashid. I know a lot of times he's at work hard. I don't know, Rashid, if you're available because you were one of the speakers at the event. If you're available, I gave you the opportunity to unmute, but if not, then I totally understand. So that is phenomenal as well. If you can't do it, I get it.
Yo,
There you go. There he is,
hey,
Coach
hey,
Rashid.
Ant, man. Hey, man. Look, It's funny. No, I'm not working. If y'all don't know, you know, no, uh,
Oh, it's breaking up for me on your end. I don't know if you're in the bad area.
for me, I'm just doubly excited, and so I got more time to work on this. So it's all good, man. But yeah, I just real quick, man, because I am driving actually. I I got, man, I hadn't stopped talking to folks. The night that, I was getting ready to come back, just on calls, man, it was 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. I'm like, man, I said, okay, all right. Yeah, let's, jump on a Zoom. Okay, I'm getting stuck on this 2FA thing. I said, man, look, just get in the system, get in the system. And so it's just been exciting, man. I'm, it's so much, man. So I'm not gonna just get to going down that road, man, because it's so much that was amazing, man. Like you, I know you, your wife, man. I mean, y'all really, really, really just knocked this thing out the park, man. It was really incredible. Everything that we want or need, people that needed a little more assurance, we were able to go back and say, hey, take a look at some of these pictures and the Mike Hamilton coming out, man. I mean, it's just everything, man. It's just powerful. And so the energy was just high, and it was high from the time we got there to the time that I got on the plane. And so I'm just so grateful for you, man. And obviously everybody that had something to do with putting all this together, and just it was beautiful, man. So the Agent Accelerator, I got some people on the call today that had never been on the Agent Accelerator. I'm like, man, y'all really missing out. So it's just a big plus, man. Everything is just adding, and the numbers are going up. So it's a beautiful thing, man. And I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. And I'm gonna tell you, man, I got a plug, man. Daryl, when Daryl went up there, man, he started talking about that. I was like, oh boy, we in class today. Man, man, that's good stuff. I'm like, Daryl, man, I'm gonna have to set up something with my team and say, look, man, we got to get on this call with Daryl. Because that was really, really good stuff as well. So, but the reason why I say that, primarily is I focus on non-crypto people in this particular venture because they understand real estate. And then we add the crypto on top of it. And oh my gosh, the doors have swung open. And so I think that would be very relative for people to understand the financial piece of that. I really see the connection, man. So definitely some collaborations. Like I said, from commanding to collaboration. This is how I'm rolling. So man, look, I ain't gonna, I get to rambling. So look, man, I appreciate you. About to get my son, man. I'm so excited. Man, I love when I'm off, man, so I can go and hang out with my kids, man. It's great. And my wife, she's sitting there looking at me like, what? What about me? Yeah, it's all good. All right, man. Thank you so much. And thank everybody, man. The love was amazing out there. Just great to see people face to face that you see on these Zooms. So look, nothing but love for everybody, nothing but success for everybody. Man, let's take this thing, let's run with this, man, forever.
Incredible, man. You did an incredible job, man. And I'm thankful for being able to share the stage with you as well. You came and brought the heat. You talked about leadership on the yacht mastermind, having a great time with great food and fun
Yeah,
and fellowship. And man, it was absolutely amazing. So I want to thank you, give you your flowers right now. Man, you did an amazing job and you kept moving the vision forward. And so we're excited. We're excited for you as well.
thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Awesome. Man, so you guys hear from the people that were there, that spoke on the stage and that brought the heat, brought the fire and everything. And I want to give a special shout out, and I would be remiss if I didn't do this, to my wife, right? Man, can y'all drop some hearts and hundreds for my wife? Can I tell y'all, this event would not have happened if it was not for my wife. Y'all know how I am. I need somebody to keep me in check, right? I need somebody to keep me in line because y'all know, it's me. It's me, right? So my wife did an incredible job being there to support me, being there with me, being there in the trenches with me, helping me make sure that everything is done. But I want to give a big shout out to her, man. All that she did and all that she means to this team and with everything that she does and her heart for people is absolutely amazing. And then I want to give a big shout out also to my friend Roger Sutherland, who was right there with us in the trenches too this weekend. Man, y'all drop some hearts and hundreds for him. We were up early in the morning trying to make sure everything was laid out, make sure everything went smoothly, to make sure everybody had everything, to make sure everything was lined up. And man, I'm telling you, I can't thank them enough. Big shout out all to, I don't think he's on here, but my guy Lambo Drew, who, man, he surprised me, man. Let me tell you the type of friends that I'm gonna get off here. The type of friends you need is he surprised me with a Rolls Royce and a Lamborghini. They pulled up on me with a Rolls Royce and a Lamborghini, and not only that, he pulled up with a photographer and said, "Bro, you gonna do content with this Lambo with the Rolls Royce, and this all on me, brother. This is my blessing to you. Get you some friends like that. If you want some friends like that in your life, let me see the hearts and hundreds. Hey, pulled up on me, man. I'm gonna put the pictures on Facebook. If you guys are not friends with me, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna put the pictures on Facebook. The Lamborghini, the all this stuff, man. Lambo played a huge role in so many things, right? And then I tried to get him involved. I tried to get him to speak. He said, "No, man, Big Ant, this weekend is about you and your wife." He didn't want any credit, really. He didn't want any. He didn't come. He just came to get that to me, right? And I'm thankful for God putting people like that in my life, right? And I want and it shows me I want to be like that, and I want to be that for somebody else. So man, I'm just thankful for everybody. And give a big shout out to Miss Lynn Hamilton, who's a co-host on here right now. Lynn Hamilton was in the trenches with us. Also, she was out there. I'm gonna post a video of her trying to hit that little white golf ball at Top Golf. She's gonna be mad at me, but I'm gonna post that video of her. But I want to give Lynn, Lynn, if you got something to say before we dismiss, I'm gonna give Lynn a chance to say something if you want to, Lynn. It's up to you.
Okay, can you hear me, Ant?
I can hear you.
Okay, listen, I just finally, everybody was posting their pictures and whatnot from the event, and I just posted mine, wrote this long story from start to finish. Family, let me tell you, I gave kudos in my post to Mr. DeLoatch and Mrs. DeLoatch because without them, this event would not have gone off without a hitch like it did. Um, And I want to say to the company that really, and Anthony, you said all this. It was like, it was almost like, well, shit, excuse me. Is he reading from my post already? That the company spared no expense putting this event together. So I could imagine you talking about having 1,000 people at the event. Well, we're going to need a bigger team to do that, but I know that it's not going to um, it's just going to be off the chain, right? The senior agents, Brandon, Vaughn, Darrow, Rashid, and then we had the leadership panel, with Siwa, Reggie, Marnita, and myself, giving just our insight about what this company can do for others. So everything was just next level. And I'm so glad to be a part of this community, this family, this company, and what we're going to be doing and how we're going to help others get involved and just for them to take it to the next level. Thank you so much, Aunt.
Awesome. Incredible, man. I couldn't have said it myself better myself. You guys, man, let's give it up for Lynn for all that she does, man. She's a co-host on most of these calls. She does a lot for the team and a lot of stuff behind the scenes that most people don't even know. So hearts and hundreds for Lynn as well. Man, this is it's incredible. I'm so appreciative for you and all that you do. And I'm telling you guys, man, it's just the right time and the right place to be. So I want to give you guys that, man. It's 5:03. We've been on here for 2 hours, man. And I'm glad that all of you all that stuck around for the 2 hours that y'all were here with me, man. And I'm gonna try my best to go ahead and get this recording out as soon as possible so we can share this with everybody that needs to hear this information. So I wanted to do that. All right.
A
So
call tonight, Anthony? Is there a
yes.
call tonight?
So
Mention that.
tonight, 9 p.m., we doing a presentation. I'm working on, if I have everything together, we're also gonna have new presentation slides. So the company put out some stuff. We may have new presentation slides. You don't want to miss this. We're gonna get into it tonight. You see what energy I got right now. So you know what's gonna happen tonight. So be on tonight. It's 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. We'll put out the information so you guys will have the Zoom link and everything. All right. So I appreciate every one of you. We're going to end this like we always do. I love and care about each and every one of you, and I definitely want to see all of you win. Until the next presentation, you guys have an absolutely phenomenal day, and we are out. You guys be blessed.